evenly matched teams still trying to find their way, hook up in their 5A Big Six League opener. Hi, everybody, and welcome to North Stadium for tonight's game between the 2-2 Fairview Knights and the 3-1 Legacy Lightning. I'm Bill Rogan along with Brett Davis. We thank you for tuning in on Channel 8. And Brett, it's pretty simple. If you're Legacy, you must stop Ben Mayer, the potent running back for Fairview.
Absolutely. It all starts with him. This game will be played in the trenches. Both coaches have admitted that. Their defensive line and their offensive line, they want to win that battle. And Mayer will be a big part of that for Fairview.
Legacy's defense has been outstanding, but Wayne Voorhees is a little concerned about his offense, so he's going to the trusty veteran Brady Cook.
Absolutely. They didn't score any points last week. Cook kind of had a rough game, but they'll also look for guys like Fernandez and McQueen to step up.
And these teams played a very tight affair last year. It was freezing cold. The wind was brutal, but tonight perfect weather conditions.
And you know Legacy wants to get some revenge, right?
Absolutely. Wayne Voorhees was saying that he's talked to his team about last year's game. They're not happy they lost 28-14 a year ago, but a new year and a new league season, so it should be a good one.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
And I know, Brett, there's no place you'd rather be than right here at North Stadium, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff right after this.
Taking on new challenges, hitting one out of the park, anything is possible. Every day, people are connecting, enjoying the beauty of every moment. Where having fun is a daily routine. There's something for everyone. Experience it all, right here, right now. Broomfield, Colorado. Welcome home.
And there are the officials as they scatter to their positions. We are set for the start of tonight's game between Fairview and Legacy. Fairview, coached by Tom McCartney in his 16th season. They come in 2-2 off a 35-0 beating of Horizon. Legacy, their head coach Wayne Voorhees in his 8th year. The Lightning 3-1, and they are coming off a disappointing 16-0 loss to Cherokee Trail. Legacy won the toss and deferred, so the ball will be kicked off to Fairview. Kicking off will be Hugo Aguirre. And perfect weather conditions tonight, Brett Davis.
Absolutely. 68 degrees at kickoff, winds out of the northwest, 8 miles an hour with clear skies. You could not ask for better weather than that.
Unlike last year when it was just a brutal night weather-wise, the flags in the northeast corner at North Stadium just hanging still. So we are set to go, and deep is Brian Sturr for Fairview. The Knights in white with red trim, red and black helmets. Legacy in a monochromatic navy blue with gold trim and those bright, shiny, snappy gold helmets. Aguirre's kick, it is over the head of Sturr for a touchback. And the Knights will start 1st and 10 from their own 20.
And he can kick a football, can he?
He's got a leg. And here's the starting lineup for the Fairview Knights. Michael McVenis is the quarterback. Ben Mayer is the stud running back. The wideouts, Walbrecht, Heitzer, and Madden. Boyle is the tight end, a good one. And up front, Eastburn, Christian Remo, Lamar, Severin Remo, and Kiefer. And yes, the Remos are brothers, a year apart. Severin Remo is the younger brother. He's a junior. And the first play of the game, and it goes to McVenis, the quarterback, carries it around the right side, gets positive yardage, about a 5-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. Defensively for Legacy, the defensive ends, Blasco and McQueen. The tackles, Yurko and Beatty. The outside backers, Baca and Kenny. Ayers and Bublitz are the inside backers. Corners, Doubleday and King. The safety is Munch. 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. Mayer, the handoff. Surges forward, close to a 1st down. He might be just shy. In on the stop for the Lightning. Looked like McWee.
As we see right here, yeah, just a simple zone read. Going to the replay, McVenis reading that left end, sees that the end had it covered, so he gives it up the middle. Positive yardage.
And Blasco on the stop, 3rd and less than a yard. Mayer picks his way through traffic, has the 1st down, and more. And he's finally corralled by Corey Ayers, but not after a big gain. An 18-yard pickup. 1st down, Fairview.
And the great running backs, they pick up yardage after they have the first contact. And you saw that right there. Mayer keeping his legs moving, refusing to go down. And Legacy will have to be a lot tougher in their tackling tonight to stop Mayer.
Ball at the Fairview 48-yard line. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Walbrecht. McVenis keeps. McVenis up the middle before he's stopped by Skylar McWee. Gain of about 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. Our officials tonight, the referee is Dave Bowman. The umpire, Bob Chappelle. Head linesman, Ernie Kozak. The line judge, Ken Beltran, and the back judge, Troy Anthill.
And again, the zone read, McVenis seeing that to keep the ball, he saw running lanes for himself, so he kept it. And you'll see that all night from then.
They gave him 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 for the Knights. And that play gets snuffed out in the middle.
And this is what Fairview's going to do tonight. You've been seeing up until now just a spread formation in the shotgun, several wide receivers. The zone read play that we see so much in college, and then they'll bring this look, a double wing, and give the fullback dive. It gives that Legacy defense a lot to think about, so they'll have to keep some good focus tonight against this offense.
There's Wayne Voorhees on the right with the headset, head coach. That last play, good stop by Austin Yurko, the 5'10", 215-pound junior. And Mayer pushing forward, but he'll be short of the 1st down. Nathan Beatty making sure he didn't get to that stick.
Fairview showing 2 different looks. You see the finesse game, sort of like what you see in the college game with like an Oregon, and then you see sort of a Service Academy look where they bunch everybody together and try to push Legacy off the line. And again, it's going to take a lot of focus, assignment football for Legacy to keep up.
Good lead blocking by Matt O'Connor, the 5'11", 200-pound senior. And they're going to go for it, 4th and less than a yard. Ball just inside the Legacy 43-yard line. Double tight ends. Give to the fullback, O'Connor, and he's got the 1st down.
Let's see if they go back to that spread look for this next 1st down right here.
And Brett, that was simply power football by the Knights.
It was. Looks like they do it well, and they do the speed game well too, in the deception game.
Their front line, from left tackle to right tackle, 280 pounds, 265, 265, 240, and 265. 3 receivers left. McVenis in the gun. Gives to Mayer, straight up the middle. Touchdown, but a flag flies, and I believe that will come back.
That was right in the holding area. The umpire right on top of that.
And again, our umpire is Bob Chappelle. And it will be holding against Fairview.
This is an NFL game. The umpire's back behind the offensive line of scrimmage. Maybe you don't see that.
But he threw that with conviction.
He did.
Right away he saw it. And there was a huge gaping hole. Maybe the hold is wide. There's Dave Bowman, our referee tonight. So a costly penalty for Fairview, wipes out a 39-yard touchdown run by Ben Mayer.
And this shows a lot of versatility too with these offensive linemen. They go to the double wing formation where everyone's bunched together, more of a power game. And then you see here it's more of a zone blocking scheme when they spread it out.
All at the 48-yard line of Legacy. Opening possession for Fairview. Again, trips left. In motion is Stir to the far side. McVenis. Guided out of bounds after a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up a second down and about 17. And Brett, you gotta like this Legacy band, one of the best high school bands around. Really create a great atmosphere.
Absolutely. That's the great thing about the college and the high school game. The bands make it so great. Constantly playing. Now they got to stop because the ball's about to be snapped.
McVinus on the keeper. Pulls into traffic and gets met by Nathan Beatty. Looked like he might have had something, but he decided to cut it up the middle, and he ran into the junior defensive tackle. 1-yard gain, third down and 15. So might we see the first pass of the night for the Fairview Knights?
We will see. It's see what kind of decision making he has. If no one's open, see what he does with it.
Not shy about running it. Good protection over the middle, complete to Mayer. He gets taken down short of the first down marker.
And this is probably 4-down territory here for Fairview.
Corey Ayers, the inside linebacker, the senior, with the tackle. So the ball is at the 33 of Legacy. A very manageable fourth down. It would be about a 50-yard kick, which might be out of the range of Eric Cronenberg, the sophomore kicker. So Tom McCartney going to roll the dice again. 4th and 4 at the 33-yard line. Outlet pass broken up, nearly intercepted by Adam Baca. So the 5'7", 165-pound senior corner makes the play, and it'll be turned over on downs.
And not really that much of a roll of the dice. They're giving, if they would have punted the ball and kicked it into the end zone, they're only giving up 13 yards of field position on that. A manageable down and distance for Fairview, but came up short this time.
If Baca has another step, he might have had a pick six. We'll set the starters after this play. Brady Cook is the quarterback. I formation. Schroeder the fullback. Fernandez the tailback gets the carry and picks up a yard, maybe two. Here's the Legacy starting offense. Quarterback is Brady Cook. The fullback Eddie Schroeder, tailback Desmond Fernandez. The wideouts McWee and Parks. Patrick Medina is the tight end. We saw him against Broomfield when he was the quarterback. The tackles, Pando and Charlo. Pando and Yurko, or check that, Casey and Yurko are the guards. Hebel is the center. Cook, his pass, complete. Out at the 41-yard line to Cameron McWee. He gets dropped by Colin Brown, the corner. And the Fairview defense as follows. The defensive ends, Matt O'Connor and Max Newey. The tackles, Remo and Remo, the Remo brothers. The outside linebackers, Madden and Boyle. Inside, it's Will and Brockway. Kang and Brown, the corners, with Stir, the safety. Third down and about two for the Lightning. Here's the pitch to Fernandez. Sees a little crease and picks up the first down.
And that's where he's good. Again, first contact, but he's so low to the ground. He's a wrestler. Very tough to bring down. Excellent balance.
And O'Connor with the tackle. First down, Legacy. Fairview's opening drive stalled on downs at the 33 of Legacy. And this is the Lightning's first possession. Midway through the first quarter, no score. Fernandez avoids one tackle, but then gets ganged up on. That'll bring up a second down. No gain on the play. And Fernandez not afraid to stick his nose in there, but he might be one giant bruise at the end of this game, Brett.
He has been carrying the load all season.
They give him a yard, so second down and 9 at the Lightning 45-yard line. McWee comes to the near side. Parks split out to the far side. And a little delay to Fernandez. Crosses midfield before he is met by O'Connor. Check that. Carson Will on the tackle.
Nice play design there.
Very nice play.
Keep the defense honest.
It did look like a pass on the 2nd down and 9.
It's a giant chess match out there, Bill.
Well, football is the ultimate team game.
It is.
You can have 10 guys do everything right, and one guy can mess up the entire play. 3rd down and a long 4. Fernandez weaving through traffic. 1st down and more. And saving a touchdown was Kevin Kang, but we do have a penalty marker on the play. Do we have a penalty? Thought I saw a marker. Let's take another look at that, Brett.
We talked about Fernandez in the pregame. They will ride him all night, though. See, weaving through traffic right there, shedding tacklers.
Kang saved the touchdown, so it's 1st down. It was not a penalty, but it was a sideline warning to Fairview to stay back.
Got to have their get-back guy get on over there.
Parks and McWee split to the right. And here's Fernandez. Fernandez, very slippery, gets some positive yardage before Newey brings him down. And we do have a penalty on this play. But he always seems to make the first guy miss.
He does, and he's very good at shedding. I mean, right there, the stiff arm back there, I guess it wasn't a stiff arm, but just putting the hand back on the tackler, getting around him, getting positive yardage. Makes those play calls a lot easier when it's second, as we've said before, 2nd and less than 7.
Face mask on the defense. 1st down for Legacy. And they're in field goal range already as the ball is at the Fairview 23-yard line. Brockway also in on that tackle for the Knights. So a good drive here for the Lightning. 4:33 to go in the 1st. No score. McWee in motion. Schroeder, the fullback, goes nowhere. Severin and Christian Remo team up for the tackle. A loss of 1, 2nd down 11.
And again, it doesn't pick up any yardage or even loses yardage in this situation, but keeping the defense honest right there. That play right there will help Fernandez get loose maybe on the outside corner later in the game.
And Schroeder is a good runner. He averages about 4 yards a carry. Cook, play action. In trouble. And Christian Remo and company wrap him up. Brockway in on the tackle as well. So the sack puts it back to the 30-yard line. Loss of about 5. And that'll make it, well, they're going to spot it at the 28-yard line. A pretty good spot. So that'll make it a 3rd down and 15.
And it's tough on the quarterback to make those passes when he doesn't have a lot of time.
McWee split far to the left. Single coverage out there. Cook play action again. And we have a whistle. Play is blown dead. Could have a false start on Legacy. So a moment ago, Brett, they were in field goal range. And we saw Hugo Aguirre kick a 49-yarder against Broomfield. And if they don't gain any yards or lose any yards, they're looking at a 50-yard attempt right now. So they'll need to pick up some positive yardage here to at least try a field goal.
And he can go out to about 54, 55.
Corey Ayers comes in at a tight end spot, and they'll put him in the slot left. Cook in the shotgun. Downfield, he's got a man incomplete through the hands of Patrick Medina. That'll bring up a 4th down. And Aguirre will try a long field goal. And I think Medina would like to have this one back.
Pass was a little high. He had to make his catch with the fingertips, and it's just tough to hold on to the ball.
Colin Brown, the junior corner, on the coverage.
Here we go.
So a 50-yard attempt from the right hash mark.
They might have to call timeout. Nope.
And they get a guy in there just in time, Paul Casey. Kick is on the way, and it looks to be short, and it is. It's on target, but a little short. And you wonder if his leg is a little bit tired, Brett, because Hugo Aguirre played a soccer game on this very field this afternoon.
He did. The game was over with right at about 5 o'clock. I guess game time here was 7. And I heard his name over the loudspeaker. I said, I wonder if he'll be kicking tonight. Sure enough, he is.
You were here early to catch that soccer action.
That's right.
So with 2:41 to go in the first quarter, Fairview will take over at their own 20-yard line. This will be their second possession. Their last possession stalled at the Legacy 33-yard line. Michael McVenis, 6'1", 185-pound junior, has the ball. He's got some room. Into the secondary and an 18-yard carry. Jake Bublitz, the sophomore linebacker, on the tackle. But a terrific first play to start this drive for Fairview.
Great read by McVenis right there, seeing the hole on the right side. Finding some daylight.
Actually, they give him 19 yards. So 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 3 receivers left for Fairview. And here's the handoff to Stir. Check that, McVenis kept it. I was faked out, but the Legacy defense wasn't. Ayers on the tackle. Also in there was Beatty. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 at the 43-yard line of Fairview. When I mentioned last year's game between Fairview and Legacy to our statman Don Apodaca, he had a painful flashback remembering how cold it was. But tonight, perfect weather for high school football. Here's the outlet pass complete to Walbrecht, and Walbrecht is gang tackled at the 45-yard line. About 6 guys on him. Leading the charge was Jake Bublitz. Baca was there on the tackle. Also Justin Munch, the safety. 3rd down and a long 3 for Fairview. Michael McVenis, a couple of touchdown passes this year. He's run for 348 yards coming into tonight's game. And they're going to throw it downfield. They have a man complete to the tight end, Brandon Boyle. 1st down, Fairview. And a penalty marker is on the field to hold everything.
Look for a defensive holding right here.
But that was a great call by Tom McCartney.
It really was. Boyle getting into the secondary, getting past every defender. He's a good player. See him at linebacker as well.
Boyle is a senior, 6'3", 215 pounds.
So we see the sideline warning against Legacy there. Not a good night for the get-back guys, Bill.
The get-back coach. That was a 33-yard pickup. And another 1st down for Fairview. So they've moved the ball. They have 5 first downs here in this first quarter as we're under a minute to go in the first. Double wings. Here's Stir on the carry. Breaks 1 tackle but can't get away from Jake Bublitz. Loses a yard on the play. 2nd down, 11.
And all these different formations makes you think when you're on that defense. Different assignments for the different looks that they give you.
And both these teams have seen tape of each other. They're in the same league. They know each other pretty well. So you're right, it is like a chess match. Try to come up with a new wrinkle here and there. So that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. We are scoreless at North Stadium. Second quarter action coming up. head to the second quarter of play at North Stadium. Fairview and Legacy scoreless. Fairview on the march. And we thank you for tuning in on Channel 8. Throughout the broadcast, we'll let you know what's going on at Channel 8. Broomfield.org is the website, all the information you need. As our crew headed up by Victor Seif, the one and only. So here we go, second down 11 for the Knights at the Legacy 30-yard line. McVenis on the scramble. Downfield, incomplete, nearly intercepted. He was looking for Sam Heitzer, and there were several defenders back there for the Lightning. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
You see the spread look from him again. And probably the optimal decision right there by McVenis is to either tuck it or throw it into the stands. Well, of course, the stands aren't that close to the field, but throw it out of bounds.
This is a beautiful facility. The only thing I would like to see different if we were a little closer to the field. But we do have a great vantage point. This is only about a 3 or 4 year old facility. And a great place for high school football, track and field, soccer, you name it. Downfield again, it goes incomplete. Cole Walbrecht was the intended receiver, and we have a penalty on the play.
Late.
Could that be roughing the passer?
I don't think so, because there wasn't anyone around McVenis when I looked back. I saw the flag fly in the air. Oh. There you go. That's why I'm not a referee.
So roughing the passer is the call. And it must have been a very late hit, because you're right, when McVenis threw the ball downfield, he wasn't really pressured.
Well, he got up way over here, so I think because he was running out to his right, so someone must have pushed him, and he fell back quite a ways.
So a penalty on Legacy, and that is their second penalty of the night. 1st and 10, Fairview at the Legacy 15-yard line. And here's the pitch to Mayer. And he goes down hard. On the tackle was Nathan Beatty, who's been very active thus far. Also peeling himself off the turf. Looks like it was Bunch. Doubleday was also there. So Doubleday got in on the tackle, the senior cornerback. Second down, it lost about a half yard, so call it 10.5 yards. Sturr gets the pitch. Sturr breaks a tackle and gets some positive yardage near the 10-yard line.
Going over his own blocker there.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 yards. At the 11-yard line is where it will be spotted. And they wave off the marker. So 3rd down. And they haven't gone to Mayer this drive too much. This might be a good spot for the junior running back. Mayer has 11 touchdowns on the season. 10 rushing, 1 reception. And the pitch. Tackled at the 10, inside the 10-yard line.
You got a direct line to the offensive coordinator there, Bill?
So Mayer doesn't get the first down. 4th and 4, and looks like they're going to go for it. Now he's really rolling the dice.
Exactly.
Tom McCartney. Very makeable field goal here, but they're going to go for it. 4th and 4.
They might have gotten him off sides, too.
That might have been the plan. Flags fly. And we're waiting for Dave Bowman, the referee, to tell us what's going on.
I think he left his mic on.
Offside Legacy. And that might have been the plan all along by Tom McCartney. He's coached 16 years now at Fairview. He also spent time coaching for his dad, Bill McCartney, at Colorado, where they won a national championship in 1990. So he knows all the tricks of the trade. And up the middle is Ben Mayer, close to the goal line, a bit shy.
Oop.
And another flag flies, and that was very late. So he could have had some extracurricular activity. Before the game, talking to Tom McCartney, I did ask him if he thought it was a clip on Rocket Ismail, and he said it was. I have to strongly disagree with the coach on that one in the 1990 Orange Bowl. That
Might be a little inside the beltway there, Bill.
That was quite a game, that Orange Bowl game where CU won the national championship.
Personal foul. 15-yard penalty. We also have an ejection.
Whoa, who's out? Let's see here. And he just took his helmet off. I believe number 51 has been ejected. And
Cameron Eastburn.
The senior left tackle, is walking off with his helmet in his hand. And I have the binoculars on him on the sideline. And he doesn't look to be too happy. He's taking off his shoulder pads. And a senior should know better. You throw a punch, that constitutes a fight, and you get ejected. That's the same way in college hockey. Even if you attempt a punch, even if it doesn't land, you get thrown out. So that is a bad play. And now, our worst nightmare, Brett, Nikolai Yao-Yi-Hainen comes into the game.
I've got it here somewhere.
Yao-Yi-Hainen. Nikolai, first name. He's a junior, 6'2", 190, number 54. So he will take the place of the ejected Cameron Eastburn. So that is a costly penalty for Fairview. Not only do they lose a player, but they get pushed back to the 16-yard line. They would have had second and goal from about the 1. And now it'll be second down.
It's still second and goal.
Yeah, second and goal, but 16 yards they need for a touchdown. Walbrecht split to the left. Jack Madden and Sam Heitzer split to the right. Keeper by McVenis up the middle. McVenis picking his way through traffic. It's taken down. But a good gain. Skylar McWee makes the tackle.
And there you go. More room on the backside of the defense. Spread him back out. Give McVenis some room to run. Give him some pockets. Now they're back into field goal range. I mean, they were kind of in a questionable field goal range there where they were. That'd have been about a 33-yard attempt. So now they're back in to where they can at least get points out of this.
And McVenis tonight, 6 carries for 41 yards. The junior QB completes his pass inside the 5-yard line to Cole Walbrecht. And Walbrecht, the senior, has it inside the 5. They'll spot it at the 4-yard line. 4th and goal to go from the 4. And now Tom McCartney's going to bring out the field goal unit. McVenis 4 of 7 for 54 yards.
Yeah, and putting the ball up in the air there. Again, out of that spread formation, a little more room to work with.
Keegan Lamar will snap the ball. Jay Brown, a backup quarterback and wide receiver, will hold it. And Eric Cronenberg, a sophomore, number 16. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. And it is blocked. It is blocked. And Legacy's defense holds.
Somebody got up really high for Legacy. I'm not sure if it was the same person that got their hand on the ball.
You talk about a wasted opportunity. They would have had second and goal at the 1. A penalty pushed them back, and then a short field goal was blocked. And I'm not sure who got their hand on it.
And you lose a starting offensive lineman in the process.
I believe it was Mike Blasco, the defensive end, with the block. So 1st and 10 for Legacy at their own 26-yard lines. They dodge a bullet. And here's Des Fernandez. He gets tackled. Good stop by Brian Sturr, the safety, coming up quickly.
You see O'Connor coming in there too. Good pursuit. Fernandez is tough to bring down with one guy, but if you can kind of hold him there for a second, slow him up, disrupt where he wants to go, allow that defense to get there and bring him down.
And Fairview, they have scored 134 points this year. So far, they've been held scoreless with 7:22 to go and counting here in the second quarter. Second possession of the game for Legacy. Here's the pitch to Dez. Fernandez cuts back, and he runs into traffic. Sometimes that cutback works. Other times you run into a wall. That's what happened there. O'Connor on the tackle, along with Brockway.
And I trust Dez's vision. He's shown good vision in the past. He must have seen something there. Give credit to that Fairview defense for closing whatever hole it was that he saw.
Well, at the 5A level, sometimes those holes will close very quickly, and that was the case there. Fernandez, 8 carries, 35 yards. And he's gone over 500 yards now on the season. Cook, downfield complete to Ayers. First down, Legacy. Corey Ayers, the senior, found some open room, and Cook with the bullet pass. And Legacy in business at their own 44-yard line. First down.
A nice play by Ayers, too. He catches the ball right at the sticks, and he catches it in a position where he's going to fall downfield toward his goal. He knew he was at the stick, but then that's just a good way to ensure that you'll get the first down. That's a mistake even NFL players make, not getting far enough downfield to catch the ball.
Well, that was a well-designed play because he didn't catch the ball in front of the sticks. Fernandez, 3 hard-earned yards where he gets knocked down.
And 3 yards, but about 4 or 5 after he was first hit.
Severin Remo and Jack Madden converge on the tackle.
You have to wrap him up or get in his way and make him go another direction and hope one of your teammates is standing where he's going. I mean, you're not going to arm tackle him.
And he's very elusive. You've mentioned in the past, Brett, that he has a wrestling background. And
those wrestlers are tough.
You don't want to tangle with a wrestler, that's for sure. Cook pumps, goes deep. McWay's got it. Touchdown, Legacy. And there are no flags. A 52-yard touchdown. Cook to McWee, and the Lightning on the board.
And we talk about these plays throughout the game, whether they be the fullback dive, but earlier in the game, they attempted a pass. I can't remember. I believe they completed a pass on this side to McWee, an out pattern. And that kind of set up that play right there, an out and up. And he was wide open. They bit hard on that out.
Steven Yoshihara will spot the ball for Hugo Aguirre. And a line drive kick is yanked left. It was a bad snap and hold. So that could come back to haunt Legacy. And you can't blame Aguirre on that one, as Aguirre was 5 for 5 on extra points until that muffed connection. So, and apparently we're having a little technical difficulty with the replay. But Brett, going back through that play, it was a quick pump fake by Cook. The corner bit, McWee was open down the sideline, and just a perfectly thrown ball by the senior Brady Cook.
Exactly. The play I was referencing earlier in the game was on the north end of the field. They were doing it. Here you see right now.
We're working on it.
But they hit McWee, basically what I'm saying, for about a 7-yard out pattern. Simple throw and catch. As we look at this replay right here, he's already downfield, so you don't see the fake to the sideline. But basically earlier in the game, you give that corner the impression that he might be able to jump that route. And then you run the play again where you pump fake it. He thinks he's there for the play, and then all of a sudden the receiver goes by him, and his safety's late getting help to him.
Good play by McWee to reach out to grab it and not let the ball get to him, bounce off his face mask.
He is a playmaker.
There's no question about that. McWee, a 5'11", 140-pound junior.
You'll see him in the special teams as well.
That was his second touchdown reception of the year, and the third TD pass for Brady Cook. Stir is deep for Fairview. As
showing a fake onside there real quick. They come out of the huddle real quick like they were going to run up and kick the ball.
So Aguirre will boot it. And Stir will field it a yard deep, so that's a touchback. You know what's funny, Brett, when we talk to coaches before the game, I think the one question coaches hate the most, and I always ask it, do you have any trick plays up your sleeve tonight? They get very uncomfortable for some reason.
Well, Coach Voorhees, he handed us his playbook, you know, and it said bag of tricks on it. No.
And then Tom McCartney said, well, you know, maybe I'll just keep that to myself.
Yeah.
That's why it's a trick play, I guess. So 6-0 Legacy. Fairview with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Each of their 3 drives has started at their own 20-yard line. Quick out, complete to Walbrecht. Walbrecht gets about 3 before he is taken down. Very sure tackle by Legacy. On the play was Zach Wilson. Mason Doubleday also in on the stop. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, just a high percentage pass. You want to make the guys that aren't used to making tackles, make them tackle you.
McVenis loses some yards as Austin Yurko, the junior, held his ground, didn't go for the fake, and makes the tackle. They gave him a good spot. I thought he lost a yard, maybe 2, but they put it back at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 at the 24-yard line for Fairview. Last year, Legacy had the lead at halftime, 14-7, and Fairview came back to win it, 28-14. And they'll send 2 guys to the left, 1 receiver to the right. A whistle. And I believe we have a timeout. Timeout will be taken by Fairview.
And I'll be interested to see how Coach Voorhees handles the missed PAT going forward. Some coaches, that'll happen early in the game, and they'll start chasing points.
And our remaining schedule here on KCCB Channel 8, Thompson Valley at Broomfield on October 15th. And Devlin taking on Holy Family. And Devlin, they have an incredible quarterback, the Jaguars, Caleb Fleck. Or is it Flack? One of the 2. But he's got 17 touchdown passes in 4 games. And there's Legacy so far this year. They won their first 3 games. And we did the Legacy Broomfield game, 23-21.
Excellent game that was.
And that's what high school football is all about. You had a raucous crowd, game coming down to the wire, 2 strong programs.
Special teams really showed that night.
And that's Aguirre, was his first game, and he kicked the game-winning field goal with about 2 minutes left. 4 minutes to go on the clock here in the first half at North Stadium. Fairview in white, facing a 3rd and 6, and a penalty marker flies on the far side of the field.
I think it'll be 3rd and 1 now.
And if that's the case, that would be the 2nd time that Legacy has jumped off sides. And it will be encroachment / offsides. Let me ask you this, Brett. If it wasn't for football, would you have ever heard of the word encroachment?
No, I wouldn't.
3rd and 1 at the 29 now for Fairview.
I'm sure maybe if I was a Prussian War buff, I might have heard that word. I'm sure that word was dropped during the Prussian War.
O'Connor came in with a play. He's the fullback. And Mayer gets the first down. Bobolitz, the sophomore linebacker, with the tackle. So Fairview's been able to move the ball, but they have not been able to penetrate the goal line.
And we talk about this offense, too, how different it is. It's very, one look is very old school, the double wing. The quarterback turns into a blocking back after he pitches the ball. And then on the very next play, they'll run something that's completely new, so this spread offense.
That was the 8th first down for Fairview. Mayer gets positive yardage across the 35 out to the 37-yard line before he is taken down by Mike Blasco.
When you watch McVenis in this, when he pitches it to one of his wing backs, he pitches it and then he turns and looks forward. He becomes a lead blocker.
A lot of quarterbacks don't like the role of lead blocker, but apparently McVenis doesn't mind.
I don't think Josh McDaniels will be asking that of Kyle Orton anytime soon, do you?
No. McVenis, he'll tuck it down. And Bublitz drills him. Check that. Munch, Justin Munch, the senior safety, really laid a big-time hit.
It's a great one-on-one tackle. Looking like McVenis was going to get the first down right there, give them a new set of downs, and make them earn this third down right here, Munch did.
Hurry up offense.
And back him up 5 yards.
And they got him again.
And if Legacy can get a stop right there, that tackle, you can look at that as sort of a drive stopper. I mean, he was well on his way to a first down. Just a great tackle in the open field.
They called off the penalty, so it's 3rd and 3.
Coach McCartney must have some pretty good negotiating skills.
That's 2 penalty markers that the officials have pulled off the field and said no penalty. Then why did you throw the flag?
Looked like a lot of movement to me.
Here's the pitch to Mayer. Mayer can't shake Bublitz. Picks up a yard, but he is short. I believe he was down. The ball came loose. But it will bring up a 4th down and about 2. And it looks like Tom McCartney is going to go for it. Again, rolling the dice. He doesn't like to punt, apparently.
Who does?
Big play here. Trying to pull him offside.
I think you see his plan here.
And timeout Fairview. So this time Legacy did not bite. I saw a couple of flinches, but they did not go across the line of scrimmage. So good defensive composure and discipline by Legacy.
McVenis must have a pretty good way of calling that cadence out. That's a skill for a quarterback to have.
And you look at the points put on the board this year by Fairview. Tough to lose a game when you score 47 points, but Rangeview, sure that wasn't a basketball game? And then they came off that 35-0 trouncing of the Horizon Hawks. And some of the crowd there. Normally there's a bigger crowd here at North Stadium, but I believe because it's a Thursday night, not as many people here as there would be on a Friday night. So here we go. Ben Mayer will punt. Cameron McWee is deep for Legacy as he stands at his own 25-yard line.
And he is dangerous back there.
Rugby-style kick, and it's a good one. And McWee picks it up at his 2-yard line. He's in trouble. Boom. He is taken down at the 6-yard line. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 7. And Legacy with all 3 timeouts left. But Brett, with 1:29 to go, 6-0 lead deep in your own territory. Do you just run out the clock here?
You could see if you can run the ball a little bit and maybe get out of the shadows of your own goalpost. A guy like Fernandez is liable to break off a 20, 30-yard run. If you can get that, then maybe go into your 2-minute drill.
That was a 61-yard punt by Mayer and a 6-yard return. Fernandez met by Brockway and minimal pickup at best.
Yeah, just get back up, get the play in. Again, see if he can break one.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything fancy here.
If you think about it, too, they really, I wouldn't think touchdown. When you've got a guy like Aguirre, he could probably get one there if you get down to about just inside the 35-yard line.
On this field a year ago, Kip Smith for Legacy kicked a 67-yard field goal, a Colorado State record. But Kip Smith is at UCLA now, so he won't be able to kick tonight. Cook, very safe play, gets it out near the 10-yard line as the clock is winding down. Now, if they don't make it here, I would not be surprised if Fairview takes a timeout. There is no play clock at this stadium, so we're just watching the back judge. They may not have to run a play. 3rd and 9. They'll give to Fernandez. And does Fairview call a timeout?
Yes.
Yes, they do, with 2.9 seconds left. And now you don't want to try a punt. You just snap the ball to the quarterback and have him take a knee. You don't risk a snap here.
Do you?
Well,
he backs up a couple steps.
He backs up a couple of steps before he puts his knee down.
He backs up a couple steps and really waits until somebody gets to him.
Yes. Just kill 3 seconds. That's all you need to do.
Easier said than done.
How about this? You get in that kneel down formation and you spring somebody deep. See if you catch Fairview sleeping.
That's another thing too. You let him pass the ball.
Well, you risk an interception.
Or you throw it away, obviously. But yeah, a pass play though isn't a bad thing. And if you do throw it, you tell your wide receiver if it looks bad, you turn into a defensive back.
Yeah. And if a quarterback thinks about throwing, make sure you don't take too big a drop.
It's not a bad spot to roll the dice though. Take a shot.
Well, they're going to go, they'll probably just run the ball. So 2.9 seconds left. They give the ball to Fernandez, and that will do it for the half.
That was easy.
We're getting all technical here, get carried away. But when in doubt, give the ball to the guy with the safe hands, Des Fernandez. So an interesting first half. Both teams able to move the ball. But, Brett, are you surprised that we only have a 6-0 game?
Very surprised. It should be a 7-6 game with the penalty down here. Fairview catching a terrible break with the personal foul with their player. But that's the way it goes.
So at the break, it's Legacy 6, Fairview nothing. Halftime is here, and when we come back, we'll have the halftime stats and the start of the third quarter of play right here on KCCB Channel 8. And there's the scene. It is 6-0 as we are prepared to start the third quarter of play. Legacy on top. Taking a look at the first half statistics. Rushing yards, Fairview, close to 100, 47 for Legacy. Pretty close passing-wise, 69-57 in favor of the Lightning. Total yards, Fairview, 149, 116 for Legacy. Each team with some penalties, 3 for Fairview for 30 yards, 4 for Legacy, 30 yards. Neither team turned it over. 8 first downs for Fairview, and Brett Davis, they're moving the ball. They just can't get points on the board.
That's that one drive. They got all the way down to the 1-yard line. They get the personal foul with the ejection. It was goal to go, and that's the difference.
Individually for Legacy, Brady Cook, 3 of 4 through the air, 69 yards and a touchdown. That spectacular 52-yard bomb to Cameron McWee.
Speak of the devil.
There's McWee waiting for the kickoff. The extra point was missed. Desmond Fernandez, 12 carries, 46 yards for the Lightning. Fairview, Michael McVenis, 5 for 8, 57 yards passing, 8 carries, 44 yards. Ben Mayer, 10 carries, 39 yards. So they've done a good job of containing Mayer.
It's going to be a good half, Bill.
Well, 6-0 Legacy. And Cronenberg will tee it up. And deep for Legacy, it's Cameron McWee. And also back there for the Lightning, Christian Parks. Here we go, second half at North Stadium. Short kick. It will bounce at the 12. McWee with some room. McWee gets a block and is finally dragged out of bounds. But we have a penalty all the way back upfield. On the tackle for Fairview was Cole Sheffley.
Coach McCartney, yes. Coach McCartney, that's got to be a frightening sight. Cameron McWee in the open field.
A break for Fairview as the holding penalty from the spot of the foul at the 31. So Legacy will start at their 21-yard line. And so in effect, Brett, that's a 36-yard penalty. So instead of having the ball in Fairview territory with a little momentum, they bring it back. Mitch McCall spread far to the far side. McCall, a sophomore, first time we've called his name. Ayers in motion. Brady Cook, the quarterback. Quick outlet to McWee. McWee, tight ropes, loses the ball but out of bounds.
Interesting look there from Legacy. 5 wide receivers.
Brockway and Brown on the coverage.
And again, you see that look. It's like a running play. The short pass, get it to a playmaker out in space. Almost like a running play, but make the defensive backs tackle him.
And Fairview used the sideline to their defensive advantage. Not much room for McWee. Parks, wide receiver right. Desmond Fernandez trying to turn the corner, but Boyle slings him down. Rodeo style.
It ain't his first rodeo.
So it'll bring up a third down and about 7.
We've been talking about different ways to tackle Des Fernandez tonight, and it looks like he's figured it out, Boyle.
The old grab and fling.
He's a big boy.
Got to be careful you don't get a horse collar or a face mask on one of those plays.
Yep.
So third down for Cook and Legacy. Ball at the Lightning 25. Cook being pressured. Downfield. Intercepted by O'Connor, it looks like. And the first turnover of the ball game. Actually, it's Colin Brown, the junior corner, with the interception. So a break for Fairview, and they are excited on the far sideline.
And that's where field possession comes into play. Cook has to know that you want to live to fight another day. If you don't quite get the first down, it's much better to punt it downfield. You know that Legacy has good special teams, and just to turn the field position around and make Fairview go 70 or 80 yards as opposed to 40. And I'm sure Coach Voorhees will let him know that.
Not sure if that pass was tipped. But nonetheless, the good hands by Colin Brown. So the first possession of the second half for the Knights. Do you like their two-tone helmets, the red and the black?
Very interesting.
I'll take that as a no. I like them, though. And here's a timeout by Fairview. And you hate to burn those timeouts early.
It looked like they might have had something on there. McVenis looked, it was awful deep in his set, and they had the wing right there, the single wing. Of course, it could have just been another play.
One of the nice things about KCCB Channel 8, you get to keep in touch with your community, know what's going on. You can watch the council meetings the second and fourth Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and they are rebroadcast Thursdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Broomfield.org is the website. There's a lot of information on that. And you can find out about the programs such as Family Fun and Fitness, On the Beat, Off the Page, In the Works. And I believe they're going to have sometime soon the Brett Davis Entertainment Extravaganza Hour. That should be a real thrilling show. So 1st and 10 for Fairview after that timeout. Ball at the Legacy 41. And the give to Mayer. And Mayer tight ropes down the sideline, close to a first down. Not sure who knocked him out on the play. Nathan Beatty was in the area. So second down and short for the Knights. This is a good down for an offensive coordinator. Tom McCartney can throw the ball maybe for the end zone, or he can just simply try to get that first down.
Look for Boyle right here.
Fullback. Looks like O'Connor up the middle. And he's a little short. And the way Tom McCartney's been going on it on fourth down, this is pretty much a two-down situation as they face a 3rd and 1. And again, fullback O'Connor right behind McVenis. Double wings, double tight ends. Looks like a rugby scrum. Quarterback keeper, and he's got the first down. Well, nothing fancy or exciting about that play other than the first down for Fairview.
I know we've harped on it a lot, but just the different sets that Fairview can get into. It's nice that when you have short yardage to gain, you can get in that bunch the way they do and push the pile forward.
1st and 10, ball just inside the Legacy 30-yard line. McVenis for Fairview. This is the first league game for both teams, so a huge game. Mayer breaks out of a tackle. Mayer has a first down as he drags tacklers inside the 20-yard line. First down, Fairview.
Great run right there by Mayer, getting into that second level.
And
you saw him go.
Tackle.
I was going to say you saw him go back into the spread. Just the chameleon offense this Fairview team runs. They can do it all.
Mayer now with 58 yards on 12 carries. 1st and 10, Fairview. Ball at the 17-yard line of Legacy. McVenis on the keeper. Breaks a tackle. Can't escape the grasp of Skylar McWee.
Got to be careful.
So that'll be a second down now and about 7.
It's not getting chippy out there per se, but once the whistle is blown, Legacy might have gotten away with a late hit right there. Not a lot to warrant it, but just that extra action after the whistle's blown. We've already seen a guy thrown out of the game earlier. Don't need to give the officials any reason to throw that yellow flag and move them closer.
Mayer plunges forward near the 10-yard line. That'll bring up a third down.
And you see a late flag come in right there.
Back judge throwing the flag. Again, our officials, the referee tonight is Dave Bowman. Bob Chappelle is the umpire. Head linesman Ernie Kozak. The line judge Ken Beltran. And the back judge Troy Anthill, who just threw that flag.
And there's no need for that. This is a tight game, a 6-0 game, as you said, a divisional game as we listen to the call here. I think we'll get the call here.
Should be half the distance to the goal and a first down for Fairview.
And face mask, it seems like that's something that occurs in the play, but that flag came well after the whistle was blown. But that's just a lack of focus. You have to know what you're in a tight game right now. The second guy in is always the one that gets flagged. You got to let things go.
Legacy, 6 penalties on the night. Here's Mayer trying to turn the corner. Dragged down short of the goal line. Adam Baca on the tackle.
Yeah, and you got to think right here. They've got 3 plays to push this in. And they'll get in that double wing formation.
We've learned 2 things about Tom McCartney tonight. He doesn't like to punt, and he doesn't like to settle for field goals.
He doesn't like to tell us what his trick plays are either.
Second down and goal to go from the 2-yard line. Mayer following his blockers.
I don't know.
Short.
I think he was short. The ball was short of the line.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
His head got in, but he had that ball in his right arm, and his left side is the one that fell into the end zone.
Can I play offensive coordinator here?
Please.
Fake the handoff to the fullback, hit the tight end Boyle in the end zone. Easy 6.
I like that call. Quick hot route to the tight end.
Boyle is the tight end to the near side. Mayer, the little toss, and he's in for the score.
They went the Troy Calhoun route.
So we're tied at 6 on the short touchdown by Ben Meyer. That is his 12th touchdown of the season.
Big play right here. We've already seen Fairview attempt a field goal tonight that got blocked. The game is tied right now, so this would put them in the lead.
This is no guarantee. Lamar will snap, Brown will hold, and Eric Cronenberg will try to put it through. Good hold, and a kick is blocked. So we are tied at 6, and that looked like a line drive kick.
It did. It looks like they're able to get through on the interior of that line. The field goal, I mean, the pros and the college guys make it look very routine, and even the PAT. But as we pointed it out in the game earlier this year, 4 things have to go right. The snap has to be good, the hold has to be good, the blocking has to be good, and of course, obviously, the kick has to go through the uprights. And it's tough to put all that together when you've got 11 angry dudes on the other side of the ball trying to make sure none of that goes right.
And sometimes you don't have enough practice time in high school to work on those type of things.
Yeah, these guys aren't specialists, you know, in the field goal game. These guys are playing offense and defense. And
put it this way, high school kids, when they get up in the morning, they go to class. The NFL guys, they get up and they go watch film, they work out.
Yeah.
Their job is to play football. But anyway, in the first half, the 52-yard pass, Cook to McWee, that extra point was missed. And here in the second half, capitalizing on the turnover, a 41-yard drive culminating with a 1-yard plunge by Ben Meyer, but the extra point was blocked. So we're tied at 6. Cronenberg will kick off. McWee and Parks deep for the Lightning. And it will be McWee at the 10.
Look out.
Puts on the brakes, gets a block. And McWee out to the 48-yard line before he is finally taken down by Max Newey.
Man, he is fun to watch in the open field.
He reads his blockers so well.
He does. He's got excellent vision.
Sometimes you see a guy who's really fast, but he runs into tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have a guy who's not quite as fast, but knows how to read his blocks and is patient and will hit the hole when needed. So 3 men split to the right for Legacy. Keeper by Cook. And he gets about 2 before Christian Remo rams him. Should have been Christian Ramo that time. The 6'5", 265-pound senior lays a lick on Cook. 2nd down and 8.
A nice play by Cook. I mean, he got leveled at the end of that play, and he saw it coming, and he kind of just put his nose in there and took it anyway. Nice way to get positive yardage right there after he looked like he could have lost a couple.
New running back in the game for the Lightning, Fidel Paris, a sophomore, and he is very shifty, very exciting. Number 36, deep man in the I formation behind the fullback Schroeder. Slant pattern complete to McWee. He nearly breaks it. Tripped up, surges forward to the 25-yard line. And that was nearly 6.
It was.
For Legacy. What a pretty play.
Nice play call right there. They faked the running play and hit McWee on the hot route. Going up the seam. I guess it's more of a slant coming in. And if he's just able to break one more tackle, yeah, he's in pay dirt.
Brady Cook with great ball handling skills. Senior QB. Put that pass on the money. Here's Paris. And he goes down hard. No gain.
Nice pursuit there, but there you go again. More flags after the play is over.
You know, you got to let the kids get away with a couple of cheap shots. I mean, it's football. Let them play. Cook 4 for 5, 94 yards on the night with a touchdown. McWee, his favorite receiver. So a holding call will push them back 5 to the 35.
And as late as those flags come, it seemed like there was some extracurricular activity that we might not be able to see quite from up here. It was just a holding. False alarm.
Sometimes the official has trouble getting the
That's true, yeah.
hanky out of his pocket. They have to tuck him deep because they don't want him to fall out when they're running around. But that penalty, if they don't get any more yardage, might take him out of field goal range. 1st and 20 at the Fairview 35. Cook, the handoff to McWee. McWee fumbles. And Fairview may have their 2nd turnover. And they do. Matt O'Connor coming up with that loose ball.
Tough play from McWee right there. He's a guy that's been making plays here in the last couple minutes of the game. But they're just trying to get the ball in his hands. They run the jet sweep right there. He comes around from the left, puts it on the ground. We've seen this from him before. He made a crucial mistake earlier in the year against Broomfield on the special teams where he fumbled a punt down by the end zone leading to a score, and then he takes the ensuing kickoff all the way down the field. So look for McWee to come back from that.
Shotgun formation for Michael McVenis. It's going to go deep. Incomplete. Intended for Sam Heitzer. On the coverage was Jordan King.
And I think the Fairview side, I can hear him all the way from over here. I think they wanted a pass interference call there, but ball a little bit out of his stretch.
Both guys were going for the ball. I didn't see anything bad. You're going to have some contact.
Right.
2 guys running stride for stride wearing shoulder pads. 2nd down and 10. Mayer with some room. 1st down. And inside the Legacy 45-yard line, Munch on the tackle, and Fairview fired up along the far sideline.
And running backs love getting into that 2nd level, into past the linebackers, into the secondary. And Mayer right there. And secondary guys, they're the ones that are liable to go for the ball and strip it away from you. Mayer showed great ball security right there and just kept making extra yards after contact.
Ball at the Legacy 43-yard line. Mayer, 17 carries, 89 yards. and straight up the middle. Once again, that's Brian Sturr on the carry, and he's got a first down. They'll spot it just outside the 30-yard line.
In a situation like this, they're getting positive yardage, chunks of plays at a time. That offensive line has to be feeling really confident right now down there against that Legacy D-line and the linebackers.
13 first downs now for Fairview. Sturr gets a couple. Jake Bublitz and Mike Blasco combining on the tackle. I like the mascot the Lightning have, a guy in a toga. Second down and 8. Whistle. And a little equipment repair for Jordan King. He's set to go. And they restart the play clock. Mayer nearly broke it. Hanging on for dear life was Corey Ayers, the inside linebacker. That'll bring up the 3rd and a long 5 for the Knights. 2 down territory, Brett?
Absolutely.
Pitch to Mayer. He breaks free. Mayer tripped up and is down at the 10-yard line. I don't know how in the world he was able to get through all that traffic, but he did. First down Fairview with 3:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. They're threatening to put more points on the board.
Now, you're a broadcasting guy. In the hockey, they'll say this kind of things when a guy just trips and falls down, and there's like the 15-yard line right there. Do you ever say, like, he tripped over the 15-yard line?
No, I don't. 104 yards now for Mayer on 18 carries. He's also got a touchdown. And they give it to the workhorse again. And this time he gets tripped up in the backfield. Terrific play by Jake Bublitz. Bublitz, just a sophomore, 6 feet tall, 208 pounds.
And if you're Legacy's defense right now, the goal is to keep them out of the end zone, and you'll likely get away without giving up any points. We've seen Fairview's had all kinds of trouble tonight in the kicking game. So we'll see if Legacy can keep them out right here.
Well, Legacy would be happy if they can hold Fairview to a field goal attempt. Second down, 11. McVenis on the quarterback keeper. McVenis trying to turn the corner. Tackled inside the 5-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th down. Check that, a 3rd down and about 5.
And they can still pick up a first down, as you said, the 3rd and 5, getting down to.
If they get inside the 1, I think they can get a first down. But right now, this is the biggest play of the game.
These next 2 plays, because
well, if they don't gain any yards, do you try the field goal?
They haven't shown any sign to be able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage on the field goal team.
Fullback, O'Connor. I don't think he made it. Certainly not a touchdown, but he's close to the first down.
And if you're Legacy right here, watch the ball. Do not listen to the quarterback. We saw that earlier in the game. If they go for it.
It'll be 4th down and probably less than a yard.
You call a timeout right here maybe if you're Wayne Voorhees to reinforce that?
No. They're going to go for it. They're going to give it to Mayer. I have no doubt about it. Watch number 30 on the left wing. He's going to come around and get the handoff.
Nope.
No, they're going to give it to the fullback.
He's in.
And O'Connor scores. Matt O'Connor, the senior. Maybe I should stop playing offensive coordinator. Just announce the game, Bill. But either way, it was a good option. And that time, O'Connor, good surge up front by Lamar and the Remo brothers.
Another big play.
So it's 12-6, Fairview. And again, Cronenberg will try to add the extra point. He's had an extra point and a field goal blocked tonight. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And a flag comes flying after the kick. It might be roughing the kicker. So, with 1 minute, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter, it's Fairview 13, Legacy 6.
So we get the penalty right here.
Probably will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking toward the sideline over there.
He wants to know if Tom McCartney wants to take the penalty, put it closer, and then go for 2.
Right.
But you don't take points off the board in this situation. But Tom McCartney's crossed this up all night.
The extra point was good. Personal foul. Blocking the kicker on the defense. 15 yards would be applied on the kickoff.
So now,
And keep in mind, in the high school game, that's 15 yards. So they're kicking from the Legacy 45-yard line.
this would be a perfect time for an onside kick.
Absolutely. You do want, obviously, you do one of two things. You put the ball on the ground, or, I mean, he should be able to get it into the end zone and keep it out of McQuee's hands and make Legacy go 80 yards.
There would be no excuse to have this ball end up in the hands of Cameron McQuee. You either boot it all the way down, or you try the onside kick, which is kind of what I'd like to try if I was the Fairview coach. So Cronenberg will tee it up at the 45. This a very dicey situation now for Legacy. And they'll just kick it all the way down. Kicked it through the uprights. And the Lightning tonight, Brett, 8 penalties, 71 yards, and 2 key turnovers, resulting in 13 points. And what might have been the key play of the game, the last series for Legacy, McQuee on the slant, he just got tripped up. It could have been 12-6 Legacy. Instead, they turn it over the next play, and now they're down 13-6.
And McQuee obviously fumbled the ball in the last series. Look for him to come back. We've seen him do it before.
But you're right, he's a playmaker. You got to get him the ball. Brady Cook, the senior, outlet to McQuee. McQuee has a first down and more. McQuee down the sidelines. He is gone.
What did I say?
An 80-yard touchdown, Cook to McQuee. And Cook throws it 20 yards and gets credit for an 80-yard completion.
20 yards? Did he go that far?
Well, across the field.
Well, exactly. And also give a lot of credit to Coach Voorhees. Going back to McQuee after he fumbles it on the last possession. And then McQuee, as I've been saying, give him the ball again. He'll make up for it.
And now the important extra point. Hebel will snap. Yoshihara will place. And the kick by Aguirre is up, and it is good. And so we are tied at 13. And that scoring play took all of 11 seconds.
Oh, so you're rounding up from the 58.7, I see.
Yeah.
I think it's 12 seconds.
12 seconds. I'm just rounding numbers here. And a good look at the crowd, and it's turned into quite an exciting affair. So McQuee turns that into a touchdown. And on the night, Brady Cook is 5 of 6, 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. And I believe all 5 completions have been to McQuee.
He's special. He is a special player. I mean, we've seen him tonight. Saw him earlier in the season. But just if he gets in the open field, look out.
You know what Wayne Voorhees likes most about Cameron McQuee?
What's that?
He's a junior.
Oh, yeah.
That means he is coming back next year. Well, now it's Fairview's turn. Aguirre will kick off. Brian Sturr is standing at his own 5-yard line for the Knights. Again, the run up to the ball, I don't know what that really accomplishes.
Well, they did it earlier in the game, trying to keep Fairview on their toes. The chess match, Bill. It's the chess match.
But if they're not going to kick it, Fairview doesn't need to be on their toes. Aguirre approaches the ball. And a touchback.
Uh-oh.
You see when the ball bounces, you see the little black fibers fly out. This is an artificial turf surface.
Very nice surface. We were down there before the game.
Oh, it's a great surface.
I was throwing you some, you were running some post patterns for me down there.
Always enjoy running on the artificial turf surface.
Right.
That would make a good name for a sports talk show, Artificial Turf. Sunday nights at 8 on KNUS. Cheap plug. 1st and 10, Fairview at the 20-yard line. They've had 2 possessions in the second half and have scored touchdowns both times. Ben Mayer collects about 5 yards before he is brought down. Munch sticking his nose into the tackle. 2nd down and 5. Mayer, a 5'8", 155-pound junior. Madden and Heitzer split to the right side, Walbrecht to the left. And the quarterback keeper and getting tackled high and low was McVenis. Bublitz had him low, not sure who got him high. That can't be a pleasant feeling. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 12 exciting minutes of football coming up. It's Fairview 13, Legacy 13. 4th quarter action next. And the start of the 4th quarter of play. Mayer gets the 3rd down carry, and he is short of a 1st down. And that'll bring up a punting situation, 4th and 2. So the Legacy defense holds, energized after that 80-yard touchdown from Cook to McWee. Fairview in that 3rd quarter, a couple of 1-yard touchdown runs, Mayer and O'Connor. We're tied at 13. Bill Rogan along with Brett Davis here at North Stadium. Don Pablo Apodaca is the stat man. Munch is deep for Legacy, standing at his own 35. Mayer's punt. Munch comes up, fields at the 38. Head of steam. Munch pushed out of bounds in Fairview territory. So good starting position for Legacy. And that's a good play by Munch.
Absolutely. That ball, the way they end over in those rugby-style kicks, the momentum they get going, 90% of the time they take a bounce in favor of the punting team. So you're looking, the speed that ball was traveling, it's probably going inside the 20-yard line from where it was going to land. So definitely a good play by Munch, giving Legacy excellent field position to start this drive.
That was a 36-yard punt, 17-yard return. 1st and 10 Legacy at the Fairview 46-yard line. And Fernandez tackled at the line of scrimmage. Nice stop on the play by Carson Will, the junior inside linebacker. May have lost a half yard. 2nd down, 10.5. You may see in the background cars going by from time to time. That is I-25. And when we were here a few years ago, my color partner Ryan Kloberdans was doing the game with me, and I asked him, hey, what's that street back there? He said, I-25, Bill.
Ever heard of it?
Here's Fernandez, breaks a tackle, taken down by Newey, but there is a penalty marker on the play. Max Newey, the junior defensive end, number 40, has had a solid game for Fairview. Dave Bowman's call.
Holding on the offense.
So they'll take the yardage, Fairview, and push Legacy into their own territory. That'll bring up a 2nd and 20.5 yards. 10:20 to go and counting. Fourth quarter, even at 13. Legacy had a 6-0 halftime lead. Two receivers right. Schroeder, the fullback, in a slot right. Cook hits Fernandez. Fernandez gets to the 50, and he is dropped like a sack of potatoes by Jack Madden, the junior linebacker.
And he came into this game a little shaken up. A shoulder injury, and that's right where he got hit. Now, I'm not sure which shoulder it was that was injured, but that doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't. There's a good look at the Fairview two-tone helmets. Ball right on the 50-yard line. 3rd down and 14 for the Lightning. Cook launches it downfield. Intercepted by Colin Brown. Brown to his own 40, to the 50, and he's tackled. And we have a penalty marker on the play.
It'll probably be an illegal block against Fairview on the return. The interception will stand.
Paul Casey made the tackle. That is the 3rd turnover by Legacy.
Paul Casey, he's got a Ryder Cup to get ready for, doesn't he?
It might be a different Paul Casey, although I'm not sure.
Okay.
We'll have to talk to the sports information department at Legacy to find out.
We're doing this on a Thursday night, so it won't be watching live, but it's a Thursday right before the Ryder Cup begins. He's got to catch a really fast plane to get over to Wales.
Would that even be doable?
No, I don't think so.
Because they start tomorrow morning, and it's probably, 3 a.m.? Where is it in Wales?
It's in Wales, yeah.
I've actually been to Wales.
Have you?
Yes. The officials conferring. But once again, Wayne Voorhees is going to ask his defense to come up big. That was a pretty interception by Brown, as the intended receiver was Evan Toogood, the backup tight end.
You know, at turnovers, we talk about it all the time, but they are the ultimate. They can swing a game very quickly. In Fairview, or excuse me, not Fairview, but Legacy, the one thing you got to keep in mind when you're Cook out there, you need to keep that. They were the start of the possession. What am I lost for words here for a second? Their field position was very good on that last drive. Even if you have to punt the ball away, chances are that at worst, Fairview's going to start at their own 20. You got to keep that field position battle alive. You've got a guy on your team in Hugo Aguirre that's got range out to 50 yards. And this is a tie game right now. You got to be thinking points.
And this is a long discussion by the officials. Crowd getting a little antsy.
Cook's played an excellent game. It's just those little things when they watch film of this game, just that mind game of playing quarterback.
In this game, you can see it on the playback schedule various times. So if you can't catch it live, you can catch it Tuesday at 10 a.m., a morning affair, Wednesday matinee, Thursday in prime time, and Saturday at 6 o'clock. Brett, because this is a Thursday night game, we are broadcasting a game on KCCB while our other game is being shown on KCCB. Here's the call.
Might have lost track of.
I'm not sure what the call is. He said blocking in the back by Fairview.
There was because there was a penalty. He got down to about the 48-yard line, and the block was right at the 50. So they should go 10 yards. Fairview should be starting on their own 40.
But he called a personal foul also on Legacy for face mask before the interception. Okay, that was declined. So Fairview will have it at their own 40-yard line in a tie ball game. Michael McVenis, the junior quarterback, number 3. Hands to Ben Mayer. He gets about 4 before he is tackled. Sure tackle by Dylan Hodges. Second down and 6. 9 minutes to go. Fairview has 2 timeouts remaining. Legacy has all 3 of their timeouts left. Trips right. Mayer the carry. And he drives toward the first down. It'll be close.
And that's where that zone read gets tricky. He's putting the ball right in Mayer's belly, McVenis that is, and he's reading the defensive end on the other side. He wanted to pull it out right there, and him and Mayer weren't exactly on the same page, but it ended up working out well for him.
Might have a measurement here.
The wishbone teams of back in the 70s and 80s, though, you would routinely see them fumble the ball, put it on the ground 7 times a game.
And it is a first down, Fairview.
And that's that same type of read that they would do in those plays where you put the ball in the guy's belly and you read a defensive lineman. Very tricky.
15 first downs tonight for Fairview. When I think of those great Oklahoma teams with the wishbone, J.C. Watts and Jamel Holloway.
And the key was you're going to put the ball on the ground. Just don't lose too many of them.
Stir with the carry. Stir finds some room and gets 5 yards. Good acceleration. Corey Ayers on the tackle. Second down and a short 5. Stir has 5 carries for 25 yards. And what Tom McCartney would like to see here is a long, time-consuming drive ending with a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground, and good defensive penetration up front by Legacy. And I believe that was Mayer. And it was, and he doesn't get much. May have lost a half yard.
When you look at that 50-yard line right there, they've got that yellow running through there. It looks like the first down line like you see on TV.
That's what we need to incorporate into our broadcast, the yellow first down marker. 3rd and 5 for Fairview. Big play here. Mayer, the running back, right next to McVenis. McVenis will keep. First down. And Mo. Austin Yurko on the tackle downfield. But it's a healthy 14-yard gain and a first down for the Knights.
And I think that was a broken play. I think they wanted to run the zone read, but Mayer went out the other way. McVenis put the ball out there like he was going to hand it off, and make that read, and then he just took off with it. Good improvisational play there by McVenis.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. McVenis, 12 carries, 70 yards. McVenis and Mars are all right tonight. Here comes Mayer. He gets lassoed down. Good pursuit by Justin Munch. And no gain on the play. They were able to string that out nicely.
They were. And if you're Legacy, it's I know this sounds kind of obvious, but it's just keep them out of the end zone. They've shown little sign of a kicking game tonight, Fairview has.
And right now they are not in field goal range. 2nd and 10, under 6 minutes to go. And Fairview takes their second timeout. And you remember, Brett, early in this first half, or in the second half, they burned a timeout. So they have
you always ask yourself that when that happens, how would it, and you look back at the end of the game, if it affects them in any way.
So has anything in this game surprised you, Brett, as we look at the upcoming games?
I thought there would be more scoring, honestly, but it turned out to be a hard-fought game, though. As we see high school football on Channel 8, October 15th will be our next game. Thompson Valley at Broomfield. And then on the 29th, Devlin at Holy Family.
Thompson Valley has a running back, Dorian Brown, one of the best runners in the state. He is out for the year with a knee injury, unfortunately. But Dorian Brown will be going to CSU. So that's a great pickup for the Rams.
Absolutely.
And there's Fairview. They have a tough game next with Arvada West. Pomona, Boulder, and Ralston Valley. So after the timeout, the Knights facing a 2nd down and 10 at the Legacy 31-yard line. Keeper. And McVenis gets sandwiched at the 26-yard line. Yurko and Bublitz on the tackle. Also Ayers in there. 3rd down and 5.
And McVenis has to be thinking right here that he just needs to get positive yardage. It's going to be 2 plays for 5 yards. Don't go for it all if you don't have to. Tuck the ball if you have to.
Mayer, a counter play, and it works. 1st down. Brian Sturr tackled at the 20-yard line. Some misdirection, and that was a nice-looking play by the Knights.
And that's a play that you keep in your back pocket with that double wing. You lull them to sleep with all the other plays, pitching it out to the wing. And when you need 5 yards late in the game, you go to that trap play, and you get it.
And Mayer was coming around, and probably most people in this stadium thought that Mayer was going to get the toss. Instead, the inside handoff to Sturr results in a 1st down. Ball at the Legacy 20, 1st and 10 Knights. As we approach 4 minutes to go, tied at 13. O'Connor up the middle, tripped up after a gain of 4. On the tackle was senior Dylan Hodges. So 2nd down and a long 6. Tom McCartney said that Eric Cronenberg, his range probably maxing out around 40 yards. If they were to try a field goal now, it would be about a 34-yarder. So they're in field goal range. Here's Sturr. Knocked down at the 15-yard line. Austin Yurko, another tackle. The junior has played a fine game on the interior defensive line. Now a 3rd and 5.
And it just shows how important special teams are. They make up such a huge part of the game of football. A good field goal kicker will take you a long ways. 3 points counts as 3 points. It's nice to get when you can get it.
It changes your play calling. If you have a really good kicker, he may be conservative. So here we go, 3rd and 5, 3 minutes left. Sturr in motion. Inside handoff to Mayer. Mayer breaks a tackle, 1st down. And he's taken out of bounds by Munch at the 3-yard line. And we saw that play a moment ago with Sturr getting the 1st down. This time it was Mayer. Well-designed play by Fairview, and they are in business. 1st and goal to go. Ball is at the 2-yard line. And if you're Legacy, when do you start thinking about taking timeouts? 25 carries, 132 yards for Mayer.
I think they got to hold on to him right now. They've still got a lot of time.
O'Connor. Close, but not in.
I was going to say, if they can get Fairview to a 3rd down right here, I think that's when you would start using your timeouts. Or now. Is there an injury?
They might have blown the whistle just to get guys off the pile.
Okay. Nope.
It will be a timeout for the Lightning. That is their 1st. They have 2 remaining. Ball is inside the 1 yard line. And right now, when you look at this game, Brett, the difference has been turnovers.
Absolutely.
Fairview has run 59 plays in this game, 52 of them running plays. Legacy just 31 offensive plays, 7 through the air. So you have to figure that defense is getting worn down for the Lightning. And Legacy, their next game will be at Ralston Valley. Tough loss to Cherokee Trail, their last outing. And now they're in league play. And this is a huge play here. You know, you're almost thinking if they're going to score,
let them score.
You don't want to let them score, but if they did, it's not the worst thing in the world if they did it on second down.
Right.
You would like to get it to fourth down if you're Legacy. Try to force a turnover. Fairview has not turned the ball over. O'Connor, the fullback. Mayer in motion. O'Connor, the handoff. Touchdown, Fairview. Second 1 yard touchdown plunge of the night for Matt O'Connor. And that makes it 19-13. But there's plenty of time on the clock for Legacy. 2:33 to go. They have 2 timeouts. Now the very important extra point as Eric Cronenberg will tee it up out of the hold from Jay Brown. Keegan Lamar will snap. Kick is up and it is good. So Fairview has seemed to have gotten the kicking game back in order.
Yep.
They lead at 20-13 with 2:33 to go. And now the pressure is on the offense for Legacy.
2 timeouts. Very tough to do, the 2-minute drill. They would love a long return right here, Adam McQuee. Perfect guy to have back there, too. Get you some good field position. Just less of a field to work with, obviously. But this is what, you know, if you're a quarterback, you got to love to be in this situation. Down 7.
Well, it's been another outstanding football game here on Channel 8. Bill Rogan along with Brett Davis. And right now, Brett, I'm going to put you on the spot, make you the special teams coach for Fairview. This is an unpaid position. Do you squib it?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Keep it out of number 2's hands. What about you? What do you do?
Squib kicks sometimes end up getting big returns anyway. I would just try to kick it as far and high as and deep as I could. We'll see what Cronenberg does. He does squib it.
Watch
Gets
out.
it up, man. And covering it up nicely was Jake Bublitz. So that was nearly a disaster for Legacy, but Bublitz pretty sharp there and good field position. Great field position for Legacy.
2.5 minutes, 2 timeouts.
Ball at the 42-yard line of Legacy.
The clock will stop on first downs.
And the senior, Brady Cook, 5'11", 174 pounds. We saw him lead a late drive against Broomfield. He's trying to do it here against Fairview. Down the seam, complete to Parks. First down, Legacy at the 37-yard line.
And they've got time to get a play in right now. There doesn't need to be the sense of urgency to get on the ball. There's still, the clock stops on the first downs. There's still 2:26. Plenty of time to set the offense up, get a play in.
Kevin Kang with the tackle. Cook fakes the handoff. He'll run. And he gets out of bounds. Smart play. Gains maybe a yard. Cook tonight, 6 of 8, 201 yards and 2 touchdowns. Actually, they give him a 3-inch gain. So make it second down. 9 yards and 33 inches for a first down. Cook getting the play from the sideline. Coach is holding up signs. They're not giving the football type signs. They're holding up a piece of paper. Parks split to the left, McWee to the right. McWee will be double covered on the right side. Cook with time.
Ooh.
Throws downfield, incomplete. Might have been over the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass.
His entire body has to be across, so even if his back foot was still behind the line of scrimmage, then he's okay.
It was close. 3rd down and 10.
And that is not a throw you want to make in this situation right here.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left. McWee split to the far side. Slot left, it's Parks. Pass complete to Fernandez. Bounces off a tackle. Fumble. Ball is loose.
Said white ball, I can see him.
And Fairview has the recovery. The 4th turnover of the second half in the ball game for Legacy. And you don't see Fernandez do that too often. It would have been a short gain to set up a 4th and 7. But now with 2 timeouts,
yeah,
Fairview's not out of the woods yet.
They're not.
Start breaking out the champagne right now.
Not yet.
Or I should say, since this is high school,
right.
I wouldn't break out the 7-Up just yet.
The non-alcoholic champagne.
So 1st and 10 for Fairview. A first down will seal it for the Knights in all likelihood. But for running the ball so many times tonight, we have not seen Fairview put the ball on the ground. So they have been very good at ball security. Here's the pitch to Mayer. Mayer gets back to the line of scrimmage, and Legacy will take a timeout. So one more timeout remaining for the Lightning with 1:51 to go in the 4th quarter. Give a yard to Mayer, and Mayer has been outstanding tonight. 133 yards on 26 carries.
He is a workhorse.
He also has a touchdown. Don't forget, following the ball game, we will have a conversation with the winning coach and one of the players.
And maybe one of the players' little brother, too. We never know, right?
That was at Holy Family. I can't remember who we interviewed that day.
Connor, number 30 for Holy Family.
I forget. But anyway, he had his brother on his shoulders during the post-game interview. 2nd down. Legacy needs a quick stop and a quick timeout. In Fairview, the number one thing, just hold on to the ball.
Yep. I bet the words ball security were uttered a couple times over there in that huddle. That's something you practice.
They give it to O'Connor, the fullback, and he grinds out yardage.
Timeout.
Short of a first down. But Matt O'Connor, who has 2 touchdowns tonight, gets about 6, maybe 7 yards, setting up a 3rd and 3. And Legacy now out of timeouts with 1:45 to go. And it's simple, Brett. They make the stop here on 3rd down. You force Legacy to kick, you got a shot. I don't know if Tom McCartney would go for it on 4th, and if they get close to the sticks, 4th and a yard or so, I doubt he would go for it.
Probably not, and it's probably a situation too where you tell your punter to get it near the sideline, try to get it out of bounds, maybe even get your coverage team down there and use that sideline as another defender.
The Legacy Marching Band playing the greatest fight song in all the land, the Notre Dame Victory March.
They are not playing Rocky Top, Bill.
Thank goodness they're not playing Rocky Top. They get stuck in my head for weeks after watching a Tennessee game. So this is the game for Legacy. They need a stop here. Fairview, 3rd and 3 at their own 41-yard line. O'Connor up the middle. First down. He's got the first down, and that should ice it. What a determined runner Matt O'Connor is. The senior, 5'11", 202 pounds. And he has been the unsung hero tonight in the backfield. We've talked about McVinus, we've talked about Mayer, but O'Connor, he's gotten the tough yards when they've needed them.
Absolutely right here, trying to ice the game. You don't want to put the ball back into Legacy's hands. And he did what he had to do. Now they get into everyone's favorite formation when you're winning.
So 1st and 10. We'll see if they just take a knee, and they do. Actually, McVinus didn't take a knee, took more of a backside there as he fell over, holding the ball with 2 hands. But a good high school football game, and Brett, you turn the ball over,
you lose.
It's simple as that. Turnover is the big factor in tonight's game. 4 turnovers by Legacy, none for Fairview. And it has to be a difficult pill for the Lightning to face.
To swallow, you swallow a pill.
Well, you can also face a pill.
Okay.
And then you swallow it. I'm getting my cliches mixed up here, Brett.
That's why I'm here.
And
that'll do it.
That was a better kneel down.
See when they spot the ball. Yep, it's over.
So a very disappointing night for Legacy. And again, our final score, Fairview 20, Legacy 13. And the Knights improved to 3-2 on the season, 1-0 in league play. And Legacy, they dropped to 3-2, 0-1 in league play. And now they've lost 2 in a row, Legacy. And their next game at Ralston Valley turns out to be a must-win now for Legacy.
It has, and their 2 losses have come at home, so they've been a good road team this year. They went to Florida and won a game, winning a game over here across town at Broomfield earlier on, so they've proven to be a good road team. But yeah, must win though.
And up next for Fairview will be Arvada West. And the teams are shaking hands. And this was a very well-played, clean game. Unfortunately for Legacy, the turnovers did it.
It did. And we talked about it. That can turn a football game right on its head. Turnovers can.
And our players of the game, you have to go for Legacy. McWee, he had a great game. And you look at Fairview's side, McVinus was outstanding, so was Mayer. And O'Connor really did a good job blocking and getting those tough yards when they needed them.
Definitely.
So again, our final score, Fairview 20, Legacy 13. I'm Bill Rogan along with Brett Davis, and when we come back, we'll have our post-game wrap-up after this.
Two weeks vacation, starting now. Sweet.
So, where are you going on vacation? Call him, see how he's doing.
Shh. Hey, Doug, how's your vacation? We went bicycling, swimming, tennis. I even climbed a wall.
Hey, that's Doug out there.
Hey, this place is awesome.
Welcome back to our post-game show. Final score tonight, Fairview 20, Legacy 13. Joining me right now is senior fullback Matt O'Connor. And Matt, when you came out of the locker room, big smile on your face. It seemed like you had a lot of fun out there tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was a heck of a game. You know, we prepared all week knowing that Legacy's an awesome team. They had some great players out there. But, man, it's satisfying getting, you know, the first win in a new league like this, the Big Six, a rugged league. And, you know, it was just a statement for us, and it was fun. It was fun.
Now, your offense ran 70-some-odd plays, did not put the ball on the ground. How important and how much do you practice ball security?
You know, at the end of the game, it's always crucial to handle the ball and never put the ball on the ground. Coach Mack was coming into the huddle at the end of the game, stressing, keep the ball, never let it on the ground. And, you know, we always stress it in practice, always have the 5 points. And, you know, it turns out to be huge. Turnovers worked our way this game, and we were very fortunate to come up with the ball so much.
Now, Brian Sturr is a fine running back. Ben Mayer is also quite a back. He had over 125 yards tonight. What's it like blocking for those guys?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Having those two playmakers in the backfield, having the opportunity to block for them, and then having the O-line that we have, it's just great to have that opportunity to play for such great athletes and have the opportunity to help spring them for plays, you know, help spring them for touchdowns, and it's an honor. It really is.
Now, as a senior, do you have any future plans going to college or maybe playing football there?
Yeah, I'm looking at some NESCAC schools out east and some Ivy and Patriot League schools. So, those are my college options right now.
Well, I think whatever team gets you and whatever school gets you next year, they'll have a fine football player and a good guy. Thanks a lot, Matt.
I really appreciate it.
Good luck rest of the way. Take care. Now we bring in Coach Tom McCartney. And, Coach, you know, turnovers are something that coaches always talk about. You were able to get 4 turnovers, didn't turn the ball over. Was that the difference in the ball game tonight?
Absolutely. You know, as you know, we were down 6-0 at the half, and to get some of those breaks and get more opportunities, that definitely was the turning point.
And your defense played very well. You had 1 or 2 breakdowns, perhaps, but overall, are you pretty pleased with the way your defense played?
I definitely was very pleased. Yeah, like you said, that number 2 is quite the player, and he had 2 big plays for them. And for the most part, we kept the rest of the group bottled up.
Now we just talked to Matt O'Connor, a senior. How important is senior leadership for your team?
Well, it's, you know, every coach and every team wants that. And Matt's, you know, a captain, and we've got a really good class of guys that, you know, the pride and tradition of Fairview is very, very important to them, and you know, they want to keep the alumni proud. This is our 50-year anniversary at Fairview, and so it's a big year for us.
You're in your 16th year, and this team looks pretty good tonight. How good can you be down the line?
Well, you know, I'm actually going on year 18, but trying to just get better each week. If we can just find a way to get better each week, the teams on our schedule are tremendous, so we just got to keep improving.
What will be your point of emphasis in getting better this week?
Well, we're a big fundamental team, and so when we're on defense, we have different drills that we're just constantly stressing our fundamentals, and then our offensive line play, we just want to, you know, keep working, keep improving, and we got some backs that can make some plays.
Well, Coach, nice job tonight. Thanks for your help during the week, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Tom McCartney, head coach of Fairview. And right now I welcome back in Brett Davis. And Brett, a couple weeks ago we saw a terrific game, Legacy beating Broomfield. Tonight, Legacy on the short end of the stick. But again, another outstanding high school football game.
Absolutely. Came down to the wire. We got to see Legacy get into their 2-minute drill, as we said. Move the ball a little bit, create some excitement, and they just came up short.
Now the next game for Legacy, they're really going to have some pressure on them. They need a win.
Absolutely. We said it upstairs, though. They've won all of their road games this year. They're kind of the road warriors out there, but it's absolutely a must-win. You don't want to fall 0-2 in league play.
And again, we harp on it all the time. Turnover is the difference.
Absolutely.
You can't win if you turn the ball over. And, Brett, when we look ahead, we have Thompson Valley against Broomfield. You know, Broomfield would like to get a win on TV.
They would. Come back from the Legacy game earlier this year, and I think they'll be ready for that.
So we'll have Gary Davies' crew in a couple of weeks as Broomfield takes on Thompson Valley. Do you have anything else to add?
I think that's it, Bill.
All right, that will be it. So far, our entire staff, led by Victor Seif, our stat man Don Pablo Apodaca, Brett Davis, Bill Rogan, thanks for watching. Once again, the final score tonight from North Stadium, Fairview 20, Legacy 13. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good night.